This is Mandurah Station. Mandurah Station is located 70 kilometers from Perth, a 48-minute train ride. It is in Fare Zone 7 and is the only Transperth train station not located in the Perth metropolitan area. The bus station at Mandurah opened on the 17th of September 2003, my cameraman's birthday, replacing a temporary bus terminus that was located in the car park. The railway station later opened on the 23rd of December 2007, along with the rest of the Mandurah line, except Aubin Grove, of course. The car park was also expanded to accompany the station. Last year, in 2020, construction started on a $32 million multi-story car park as part of one of Metronet's projects. It will be similar to the car park that is currently at Edgewater Station, which I actually explored in my Edgewater video. It will have approximately 700 bays and 3 levels, and during construction, a temporary car park is located west of Galgoyle Road to replace some of the bays that were impacted during construction. The car park should be opened by the end of this year. So there we just saw the bike shelter, motorbike shelter, taxi rank, and the current on-ground car parking for the station, as well as the bus interchange. Here is a map of where all the buses go. You can travel north up to Rockingham Station, or as far south as Bouvard or Pinjarra, which I also made a video on, the most southern stop on the Transperth network. Here out the front of the station there are a few facilities like the drink fountain, toilets, a small dot matrix display, an ATM, ticket at value, emergency and information point, timetables, even a change machine, and there's also a little kiosk here and some vending machines. And then out on the platforms there are 2 which are side platforms, and the only way to get between them is at the buffers at the end. Here's platform 1 with seating, bins, hand sanitizer. Nothing though on the rest of it. And there's a dot matrix display. Here's the information point, and another hand sanitizer and a defibrillator, and the transit officer booth right there. Okay, let's head up over onto the other platform, because there are no escalators or lifts or any form of transportation, story transportation like that here, because it's just all on ground, and you just go around the buffers to access the other platform, which is like much more rarely used than platform 1, less rare, yeah. But there was just a train in there, as you just saw. Here's a good view down the tracks to like the 120 kilometers all the way to Butler that the train drivers do every day. Yeah. Even though this station is like not in Perth, the buses here are still like branded as Transperth, because it's pretty close to Perth. It's just like a satellite city. Yeah, so anyway, this is platform 2 here. You've got the nice station signs as well, which are up on diagram of the network maps common on the Mandurah line. Another dot matrix display on this platform, which currently says it's not in use, and this information point. I wonder what it tells you if you click it. Does it tell you that you should go to platform 1 or not?
Perth departs in 9 minutes. The train stops all stations.
Okay, it just doesn't. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Like if someone's just waiting here and they don't realize that the train on platform 1 is the next one. But anyway, it's just seating and stuff on the end, until the end. And then here's the actual end with that big bridge across the top, which I'll go and look at later. And here's the train currently on platform 1. I'll film it later for the train clips. Okay, we are now here on platform 1. So let's go inside the train. Here you usually get about 10 minutes to sit at the station and enjoy an empty train. Yeah, when I actually left and started going back home after my day here in Mandurah, the whole train was empty, like all 3 carriages. So it was like a real party train for the 14 minutes that it takes to get to Warnbro. See here, Mandurah, where we are right now, and then Warnbro. The map's totally not evenly spaced out. It's not actually that close. It's a big 14-minute distance, 30 kilometers to Rockingham. I mean, to Warnbro, not 30 kilometers to Warnbro, but almost that much. And that's why they're building the new stations like Lakelands and maybe Carnup. Like, that's a possibility. Anyway, here we are now out the front. I also forgot to show that there are actually some train replacement, not train replacement, Trans-WA services here as well as another bike shelter on the left, and this container, which is a Trans-WA booking center, which should be open because it's Sunday before 4 o'clock, but it's not. Oh well. Anyway. Oh my god, anyway. Here is the train replacement bus stop, and what train replacement? Trans-WA, the 2 stands, and the shelter there. You can take the bus or the coach over to Perth, Bridgetown, Bunbury, Augusta, lots of different places. And there's the timetable that shows you all that. Here I am now at the very end of the bus interchange at stand B5, with the routes that go to Pinjarra and Dawesville and that stuff, the really long ones, to the extremities of the Transperth network. It's actually pretty interesting here. I think this is the only station on the network where the bus stands actually have letters as well as numbers. A is all the ones on the left side, or the side closer to the trains, and B is the other side, so then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, now here's this bridge, this big bridge which goes across the tracks and the road over there, and here's the car park which they're building. Looks like it's gonna have a color scheme of blue, actually. I've also got this roundabout here, like where this bus is right now, so they can turn around. Okay, so here's a bit of a better look at the side of the car park and the glaring sun right there. Now let's make our way up this curvy ramp or path up to this magnificent bridge here, which stretches all the way across and across the main road over there. A good view of the bus interchange with the 2 sides, 14 bus routes, 10 bus stands. And on this side, oh, blurry. Nice suspension bridge with all the rods up, you know. Yeah. And it's even got these anti-suicide walls above the tracks. Yeah, so on this side, look, there's the Mandurah bus depot, which is conveniently located on the other side of this roundabout, so if buses finish their shift here, they can just drive straight into the depot. Super convenient, you know? And there's also the Mandurah train depot right there, which is a small depot, which it's not that big, but it's a little parking where they can store the trains if the drivers end their shift here, so they don't have to drive all the way back to Perth, not in service, just wasting the electricity. Yeah, you can see right there. And the track split off, and there's a little walking path on the left side for the drivers to walk there, and there's a tiny narrow metal pathway. Some drivers actually hitch a ride on incoming trains, then just slow down and let them on, so that they don't have to walk. Or at least I think that's what it is. I see some drivers in the train clips, you can see some drivers like coming out of the middle cabs. I don't know, maybe it's not that. Yeah, anyway, here's a good view, and a big road intersection on the right there. It's the roundabout between Mandu-Jurugup Drive and Mandurah Road. I don't know how I said that, but that's what it sounds like. Yeah, because the station's actually located like pretty far to the east. It's nowhere near the Mandurah town center or like the water actually, so you do have to take the regular circular bus routes that quickly take you there, which are like, you know, cat routes, but they're not. They're not classified as CAT and they're not free. It's like the Midland Gate Shuttle or something. Yeah. And here's a brilliant view of this station as well. You can see the whole station just tucked away here on the right. When you're actually in the train, it doesn't feel like you're this close to the main road, but you actually are. Yeah, okay, let's watch the rest of this bridge. We'll view the train clips from the bridge in a moment, once I finish this. Look, it's so strange. Over there, they had the anti-suicide fence, but here above the road, they don't. Oh yeah. No way, you're not allowed to jump down onto the train tracks. That's dangerous. You'll put the lives of people in the train at risk and get electrified. Oh yeah, you feel free to jump down on the concrete, bash your head, put blood everywhere, and make cars drive over you, and scare drivers. Okay, that's just their attitude. And on this side you can go down to some sort of PSP, I guess it is. Look at that mess. Not really, it's just some path which goes into a park and up that hill and that dirt track there. It's just a forest on this side. There are also lots of mosquitoes around here. There's lots of warning signs that there's dangerous mosquitoes in Mandurah. I don't know how true that is. And let's finish with a final shot here of the station. You can see the buses and the train and the main road. This is Mandurah Station. I traveled a long way to film this. Which gets a rating of 4 stars. It's not a perfect 5. Not all the facilities you need, and doesn't even have like escalators, but I mean doesn't need them. Pretty inconvenient to go to the end of the platform though, but it's still a good station, 4 stars.
Perth passengers, your next service leaves from platform 1. This service stops at all stations to Perth.
Attention transport customers. Please be advised that smoking is prohibited on all transport property. Thank you. Attention passengers. Transport Trains advises passengers and visitors that luggage and personal items must not be left unattended in or around the station complex. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention passengers. Transport Trains advises passengers that luggage and personal items must not be left unattended in or around the station complex. Thank you for your cooperation.